My name is Siabulela Nato. I am a SQL developer. My job entails developing part of IsoMetrix software using SQL on the database side of things. I either write code to add new features to IsoMetrix or fix bugs which come to the system. The reason I chose IsoMetrix as an employer is quite an interesting one, because initially I was getting interviewed for a web development position, given that at the time web development was what I was doing, but I also did have experience with databases. So what literally happened during the interview, they asked me what is it that I wanted to do, and I told them in an ideal world I'd rather be doing databases than web development. So basically they just offered me a test, and then when I passed the test they said no, you can do that work. So I love that flexibility that you could choose what you wanted to do instead of a rigid type of system. So I would say flexibility was just the main thing that really attracted me to IsoMetrix. The most exciting aspect of the technology, I suppose, is building a system based on what's called dynamic SQL. Microsoft in general tends to say to developers they must stay away from dynamic SQL because it's quite a hard technology to master and to keep stable. But Matrix is basically pushing the limit by taking this approach of using dynamic SQL, and when dynamic SQL works, the results are amazing. So I would say pushing technological limits with amazing results is very important, because at least it stops you from ever getting bored, because most systems work becomes very repetitive, and once things get repetitive, developers tend to be on the move. Matrix provides a challenging environment by the fact that they actually allow one to specialize. Because in the field I work in, normally a web developer and a database developer tend to be one position, which makes you quite good in both technologies, but never great in any one of them. So the fact that IsoMetrix separates SQL development and web development, I see it as a positive, because it gives you now a chance to do the really difficult problems in your chosen technology, instead of trying to be a jack of all trades who will never master any technology. So that aspect of being able to master one specific technology is great. That's what I find the most challenging and appealing at the same time from IsoMetrix. IsoMetrix, besides the challenging work, gave me an opportunity to revive my table tennis career, because I used to play the sport about 15 years ago, and I literally stopped because I couldn't find any other places to play. And then last year we bought a table, and then we started playing, and then given the interest of other colleagues, we ended up buying a second table. And I just think that environment that allows you to work hard and play hard is one of a kind. And even at the moment, they've introduced things like the ability to work from home. And Joburg traffic is a big problem. So if at times you can just avoid that by working from home, it's great. So that's a number of favorite things I love about working at IsoMetrix. I would tell the friend, first of all, join a company in 4 ways. Especially I'm talking about a best friend who's based in Joburg, because most of the companies which do this type of work tend to be based in Sandton. And if you choose Sandton, good luck with the traffic. So location for me is very important. So if you want to be on the cutting edge of technology, this is where you want to be. So the main reason is, as I said, location and ability to work with cutting edge technology. I will be my main reasons for you to join IsoMetrix. For the fact that virtually on a day-to-day basis, we are digging deep, solving very difficult problems, is motivation enough, because it keeps one, on their toes. There is no time to relax when it comes to the technology. But whilst you're getting that challenge, you also have the time to take a break, So it's challenging, but also being able to just be given a break and then you go again. My colleagues, because with our colleagues, we've been through lots of ups and downs, but we're there for each other. But at the end of the day, nobody does somebody else's work. You get to do your own work, but when you need the support to go over a big challenge, the colleagues are there. And then as well, just the structure of the company, because there's companies whereby it's very difficult to access or say to even just make a bit of jokes with the directors. Whilst here at IsoMetrix, if I want to make a joke, I can easily walk to the directors, say what I have to say. They laugh if they laugh, and they can tell me to go away, knowing that I can still come back the next day. So it's just the people and how open they are. That's what I love about this company.